Yep.
Like that?
Yep. Hello again, dear listeners.
Welcome to Hey, I've Got an Idea.
Wait,
brought to you by Squarespace.
I see you're steamrolling my intro.
Yes.
That's fine. No, go ahead.
Also, I'm bringing back the Squarespace joke. Welcome to Hey, I've Got an Idea, brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace. So.
You did that one already.
Did I? Okay. Fuck. What's another advertising slogan? Squarespace. Share a Squarespace and a smile. Anyway, this is our regular podcast that we do.
Yep.
I'm Mason Tailsteak Williams.
And I'm Luke Lessashamed Williams. We are brothers.
Yes, we are.
What are we gonna be talking about today, Mason?
Well, today we are going to be reinventing sleep. You spend a third of your life unconscious, having dreams, spasming, drooling. We need to fix sleep. Don't worry. We're here to help you be asleep.
So sleep isn't super fun for me. So I feel like I need to be seduced back into the deep embrace of some deep delta waves. How you gonna get me there? What you got?
Okay. So, first of all, what this is not. We are not going to be just doing a regular bed with a mattress. We're not going to be doing water beds. That's already a thing. We're not going to be doing hammocks. That's already a thing. We're not going to be doing a chair where you sleep sitting up. That would actually probably completely fix your sleep apnea, but we're not doing that. What we are doing is completely new, completely different, a new way for you to not be conscious. And drawing again from what we talked about the last podcast, a film that I trust you've seen in the interim, Demolition Man. Sylvester Stallone in that movie goes into a hypersleep. He gets frozen. I'm wondering, can we do that?
Can we just freeze someone?
Well, specifically Sylvester Stallone.
Can we freeze Sylvester Stallone?
And then you can sleep on top of his frozen body. He's probably a very comfortable man.
That would be a new sleeping surface I will admit.
You haven't tried it yet. How do you know it's not going to fix your shit?
I haven't tried it. You're right.
It very well might completely fix your shit. It's revolutionary. You fall asleep on top of frozen Sylvester Stallone's frozen-ass body.
I mean, that sounds cold. And I mean...
Well, sure, it sounds cold.
Like, my body runs hot. I'm one of those guys that loves, like, flipping the pillow to the cold side. Like, that is my jam. I love it.
Okay, so here's the thing. We need to have a bed that will flip the pillow for you. Like, once every 30 seconds, it will flip the pillow underneath you. I think that would help.
Hold up. Not a pillow that flips. A rounded pillow that is constantly turning on a spit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, can we apply this concept to the rest of your body? Can I basically go to sleep in one of those 7-Eleven hot dog rollers?
Now, I think that could work if you were a tube.
I'm a series of tubes.
It's a throwback to last week's episode. You're the internet? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay. That's a very, anonymous thing of you to say.
Well, I mean, really, biologically, we are all a series of tubes, right?
Sort of. I mean, some of us are vain.
Some of us more so than others.
Some of us are more
like some of us
veiny.
have tubes. Some of us have esophaguses.
My roommate doesn't have kidneys. He doesn't pee.
Yeah.
So those tubes just don't go anywhere, I guess. Anyway.
Can we optimize him and remove all of his other tubes?
I don't know how much streamlining there is past, like, if you got one part where you don't need tubes, you can't take more tubes from other parts you still need. Also, we're getting a little off topic here. We were on a frozen Sylvester Stallone with a spit pillow.
Well, I'm just thinking it would help me sleep if I didn't have to get up to pee anymore.
All right. So you're thinking you get that frozen cryo sleep in, but tube for the pee.
No tube. You don't have tubes anymore.
Oh, right.
I'm tubeless.
You're going less tube.
You
just want to be able to
tubes.
pee yourself
I want pee to not exist.
in a future world where there is no pee.
One man will dare to break the law. Sylvester Stallone is Piss Cop.
Is that a buddy cop movie? Because Piss Cop and Doo-Doo... Doo-Doo...
Why you gotta bring scatological humor into it,
the
man?
Doo-Doo deputy.
I don't know why you're bringing...
It's perfect! Piss Cop and Doo-Doo deputy. This week on Fox.
Potty mouth over here. I don't know.
Good.
Our mother did not raise you.
I was thinking about what our mother would actually think about this podcast. And it's basically us ruining dinner conversation, the podcast.
She would actually remove us from the will. Like, everything is going to go to our sister Hannah.
But I just love the concept of, like, we are just, like, too foolish. We're talking nonsense again for so long and about just, oh dear, good grief. What are we talking about this time? I don't even understand. But this is like the hour-long version of that.
Yeah, this is basically what she tells us not to do at the dinner table.
Yeah, it's great. We got an outlet. Maybe we can actually, like, appease her at dinner now. Nah.
No, let's not do that.
Nah. Our conversations are too great. Anyway, beds.
Beds.
Lack of beds.
Lack thereof.
Tubeless bed future. How? Question mark?
Now, the problem with Sylvester Stallone is there's only one of them. And I do want this to be the way that everyone will sleep in the future. So aside from cloning Sylvester Stallone, which is just unrealistic, I think we're going to have to come up with some other sort of service.
What if the tubes were suspending us?
I'm suspended by my kidney tubes?
Not necessarily your kidney tubes.
Ask your roommate, like, how he would enjoy that. Like, if he just took the tube that he uses to excrete waste and just dangled his body weight.
No, that's one of the things that's actually kind of interesting about that. His waste is butt, from the butt. His pee is part of his dialysis process that he does 3 times a week. So he just has to sort of think about how much he's hydrated over the course of like 2 to 3 days. And that is his pee, is his little like blood filter sesh.
Okay, so like if you had a blood filter thing going.
Yeah.
So you basically don't have your own circulatory system. You have
that is you know, an extrapolation. He doesn't have the filter system. He's got a circulatory system.
But can we get rid of that though?
You don't want a circulatory system. We are not talking about sleeping at all anymore.
I want to be fused entirely with the machine.
So you are just what cybernetic enhancements in the future?
No cybernetics. It's all analog.
This is the straight analog. I don't want any. What are those small robots that get in your body?
Nanites,
nanobots. I don't want no battle bots in my bod.
Steampunk. If it was good enough for my hypothetical ancestors from an alternate future, it's good enough for me.
I want my lungs to be those just like accordion fans.
Bellows,
yeah. I want my organs to be gears. I want to whir.
Well, I'm always whirring.
And hiss.
If you're hearing background noise in this podcast, that's me whirring. Speaking of whirring, this podcast brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace, it takes a licking and keeps on ticking.
Speaking of whirring, I am worrying that we're not going to have a good sleep scenario by the end of this. So let's...
Okay. Let me dial back. Let me pitch something at you here.
Yeah.
Let me pitch something.
Why don't you give me a fresh concept here?
You know those wind tunnel things where like you go in and the wind is going up so hard that it suspends you.
The indoor skydiving kind of thing.
Yeah. That, just imagine sleeping on that.
You know, I haven't done it. I know where I can do it, but I haven't done it. And I would like to know what that's like. I would like to experience that sensation.
Like, it's got to be the most comfortable thing in the world, right?
It's got to be comfy, but terrifying. Like, the concept...
Well, you just put on, like, the blindfold and the ear protection so you don't actually see or hear it, and then somebody just carries you like a little baby, and they pitch you in there. Naked, I'm assuming.
You know what makes about as much sense as that does?
What?
Because the idea there being that you're suspended in the air, that like
pocket of air,
you've got cushioning everywhere else, right? So here's my idea. You know when you go down a slippy slidey slip and slide, that you go, right. You're on a wet tarp, you slide. It's fun. You like it. Here I go. You with me?
Well, I mean, I like it if it's something that I have chosen to do.
It makes sense,
If I'm thrown down a water slide against my will, same sensation, but I don't enjoy it.
If it was against your will, but was in our mother's will, and that was how you had to get your inheritance.
To get her $1 million.
Yeah. You needed...
that and spend a night in a haunted mansion.
I guess there's no way for you to agree to it and have it not be your will, because you would will it by agreeing to it. So
can you, like, I love how in popular fiction you can just force people to do whatever bullshit by putting it in your will.
So back to the yeah, no, I love that too. I truly do. I want the most fun will possible. Mm-hmm. Like whatever is actually legally possible. I want to consult a lawyer. How much fun can I have with this shit? Seriously.
Well, none. You're dead.
No. How much fun can I have? How much fun can I have on my deathbed knowing that people are only going to benefit from my belongings after they've gone through some trials?
I look forward to your trials.
Like, how crazy are the trials?
I also look forward to outliving you.
That is a terrible thing to want. But you didn't say you wanted it. You just said you would look forward to it. I guess...
I'm always looking forward to unpleasant scenarios.
So the slip and slide...
like being thrown down a slip and slide against my will.
This slip and slide. Pretty comfy. Good state of being. Right?
Well, yeah. I would say so. Are you pitching a slip and slide where you would slide for 8 hours and be unconscious?
Now here's how.
Okay.
Here's how.
You have my attention.
Water slides,
Mm-hmm.
they require you going down. Slip and slides, you gotta take a running start. You gotta go for it, and maybe if it's downhill that would help or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is just a donut. You are in a donut, and
I'm in a donut.
it's got a series of like very well lubed pistons that will sort of like roll it like if you drop a coin on the ground and it does that like rotating thing for a little while before it goes flat. It's doing that where it's like wobbling, and it's
no, I'm with you.
It's counter shifting to your weight. Like you set up some weights so that it keeps like perpetually wiggling itself and like keeping the momentum going.
I can dig it.
Yeah. So you can just clock out because you're going nowhere. You're just.
Can I control the speed? Like, is there a voice activating thing where I can see like faster or slower?
Yeah, I mean, initially you're gonna like, I'm gonna go to bed. It's gonna be fun. You wanted to go fast, but then as you're sort of in there for like 45 minutes, you're like, it's kind of getting a little boring. Well, let's slow it down. Let's slow it down, and it slows it down, and then eventually you just get lulled into this slumber, and at the end you're just like barely moving, but you are still moving, but barely.
Okay, here's the key question. Key question.
Yes.
Head first or feet first?
I was thinking feet.
We're on the same wavelength, my friend.
Okay, now other thing. Not glass ceiling, but transparent ceiling. So you're encapsulated in this thing.
Right.
But maybe there's more than one door, so wherever you end up, you can still get out easily enough. But also, as you're going, you could just sort of choose to stare down at your feet, or just look straight up towards the clouds, the sun, the stars.
Wait. This is clouds and sun. This is A, outdoors, and B, during the day.
No, well, I mean, or stars. You're gonna wake up with the sun. The sun rises. Your first thoughts are, I'm moving and that's fun, and also the sun is rising and what a beautiful day.
Okay. You know what I like looking at more than any of those things?
Mm-hmm.
Pornography.
Okay.
I think, you wake up and you're like, oh, hey, a boob.
I got it. So, if you were in a watery donut this whole time,
I love being in watery donuts.
Let's be real. You're gonna get all wrinkly. You're gonna get.
That is an issue.
You're gonna have your fingertips and stuff be all.
I'm basically gonna be one big prune after my 8 hours
pruny man.
sleep. Yes.
But you know what won't do that? Oil.
Okay.
So you're actually getting lubed up, full body.
I am absolutely not going to have any kind of dermatological problems from being oiled for 8 hours.
You are getting the best skin possible. And you wake up, we rig it so that it's boobs. Better yet, things speed up a little bit possibly with the excitement. Right? Mm-hmm. You're seeing more things. Because, like, you start off, the first thing you see, eyes open, boob. Ah, yeah. Today's going to be a good day. That's a good-looking boob.
Hell yes, there's a boob right there.
But then you keep going. You're shifting, you're seeing more imagery. And it can speed up. You're just getting, like, too much porn to even process. You're trying to comprehend all the things. You're just being overwhelmed.
It's like the end of 2001: A Space Odyssey is just like genitals whizzing past you, and you're like, my God, it's full of erogenous zones.
Pupils dilating.
By the way, this podcast brought to you by Squarespace. The best part of waking up is Squarespace in your cup.
I think that wasn't the slogan actually.
Uh,
I think you may have
no.
made a flub.
No, that's absolutely the slogan for Squarespace.
All right.
Why are you trying to harsh the mellow of our corporate sponsor?
I don't know. I feel like
Do you not like money?
I So you're in this oily donut,
Right.
looking at porn.
Loving my porny, oily donut.
You're seeing too much porn to comprehend.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like first thing you see a thing that you like. This is the way. We're talking about the wake up process still.
Right. Well, I mean, the wake up process is important because it's like how you come up out of your sleep determines how refreshed you are, whether or not you remember your dreams.
Right.
The wake up process is essential. Like, you don't want to just have like some alarm that's be like, bam, 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 bam. Like that's bad.
Yeah.
That's a bad thing.
Yeah. So here's the other part that I didn't even mention. You're on you're on your back looking up at this porn.
Right.
And you're all excited about it because you're getting like it's speeding up and you're getting more and more porn. Then you touch yourself a little bit. Feel like, "Oh, this could be a time. This could be a fun time for me." You confirm that that's going to go the direction that it goes. Flip onto your stomach. And you just got constant slide stimulation on the ding dong.
Okay, well now we're once again eliminating a full half of our potential clientele here. I want this to be for everyone, and you're like only pitching this to people who have external ding dongs.
Well, there's the his and hers versions. And
what does the hers version do exactly? Also, like, let's not be gender essentialist.
I know. I was trying to find the right
words.
There's
There's the concave customer and there's the convex customer.
Right.
And that does not necessarily correspond to gender.
So for the concave,
for our concave customers
who prefer
to be called concave.
Yes, they prefer to be called concave.
That's the preferred terminology. They love being called concave.
They prefer stimulation for their cave.
Right.
It's a little ridge. It's more of a cruller.
Okay, so they're in an oiled cruller.
And it's bumpy. That shit's bumping.
You don't think that's going to be difficult for them to get to sleep initially? Or wait, no, that's it. Like, it's smooth when you're asleep, but then when it comes time for you to wake up, that's when the bumps deploy. They very gradually come up from the surface.
That's it.
And then you're still sliding. Like, it's still frictionless, but you're getting like just a little gentle massage all over.
So this giant donut shaft is actually just kind of like, so when it's wake up time, it's just kind of ringing itself into a cruller shape.
Yes.
Like all of its components, all of its parts, segments are just twisting.
That seems easy enough to implement.
This must be easy to make. I don't see how this is a hard design
concept.
Now,
it would be a gentle process. Like, we're talking over the course of 15 minutes.
Yeah.
These bumps gradually become more and more pronounced. Like, at first you wouldn't even notice.
Yeah.
And then by the time you get to the end, it's just like...
It is just bouncing
full
you.
Full bump. It's bouncing you all over the damn place, and you're loving it.
Now, that's the funny part about that might be kind of okay for the convex customer.
Yeah.
So they might just want to... They might want to mix it up. I don't know. And, like, that just sounds kind of like a fun party, right? That might just be... Before
right in my lack of pants.
Before I go to bed, I'm going to oil myself up in the cruller. And just bounce for a bit.
Okay, so this is not only a place to sleep, it's also can be a place for dedicated masturbation.
Yeah. And then, well, now here's,
Strictly solo though. Like
yeah, I
this
mean,
is
this
not
is,
a multiple person
you
thing.
gotta, this is just for the individual.
Because if you have even one other foreign body in there, it's going to move at a different rate from yourself and is going to hit you in either the head or the feet.
Mm. Okay.
You know what I've always thought? More service professions should offer happy endings. Like, why is it only massages? Like, if I go in to get my taxes done, they should be like, well, Mr. Williams, we've totaled up all your income, we've totaled up your deductions. Looks like this year you owe the government $1,280.72.
Ah, damn it, that's so
Signed
stressful.
here and here and here. This is your copy.
Uh-huh.
Would you care for a hand job?
And at that point, I'm also like, I didn't until you said that, but I'm having a rough day knowing that now. So,
It is an extra $100.
well, I mean, I'm already this far in. I might as well just go a little bit deeper, because I could now. I just want that quick little HJ.
Little HJ there
Yeah.
at H&R.
H and J block
Yes.
and job block. Is it like head and job disease?
Oh, that's unpleasant.
I don't want that. So I mean, this is what I was worried about, is that we might just nail a design concept so thoroughly that we might be done like a good 10 to 15 minutes early. I don't know what else we got to do for this thing. This is already optimized, isn't it?
Well, we do need to discuss, like, clearly this would be ideal if you were naked, but some people, for whatever reason, do like pajamas. Is this going to work with pajamas? Are we going to run into trouble here?
I think that we're talking about a different kind of lube for that inner donut. I think it's not so much oil or water anymore. I think we got to find a third option. That
ball bearings?
Maybe. Ball bearings sound like they would. I mean, that's when you see the Home Alone trap of the guys slipping on the marbles and then they fall onto the marbles.
I think that was micro machines.
Oh.
Do we want to use micro machines?
I mean, we could. I figured they would pinch a bit.
Yeah.
I was thinking like butter.
Not so good for jerking off.
No, I was thinking like butter. Something that's like got some watery and oily properties.
Okay, so like melted butter, like a ghee.
Yeah, just pour some ghee in there. I mean, you're gonna have
a couple of gallons of ghee.
You're gonna have some
enough
ghee
to take you around the donut.
Yeah,
yeah,
just enough to get you really whipping around there.
Mm.
Now, I like the fact that it's turned into 3 inventions in one.
Yes,
that it's
all the best inventions do.
It's a kind of 4, really. It's an entertainment thing that you go in for a wild ride. It's a lull you to sleep thing because it gets more casual as you go.
Right.
It's a sleeping vessel which has replaced the bed.
Yes.
Eventually, people are going to say, bed? What's a bed?
I want to get in my Taurus.
I want a Taurus time. It's Taurus time. Settle on down for Taurus time. Don't be up all night. Taurus time better be soon.
You get in that Taurus, Junior.
And then
I don't want to hear a peep out of you unless it's wee.
Yeah. And then stage 4, little J.O.
Little J.O.
J.O., a little happy morning. Are you
happy morning? Wake up in the morning, have yourself a little jerk sesh.
Mm-hmm. All right, now how are we gonna address the sanitation of this?
Oh, we're not. Good Lord, you kidding me? Like after the first use, you gotta throw it out and buy a new one.
I mean, we're talking about the future. We might
the
be
whole
able to
damn thing, servos and all. You gotta pitch it. In the trash.
It seems kind of big. Maybe this is one of those things where we can just, like, 3D print it really fast.
Yeah.
And then it's all just, like, really, really well designed, structurally super strong foams and stuff, so it all can just dissolve. Just throw some chemical over the whole thing, and it all just dissolves.
Well, I mean, also, like, you go to any hotel, obviously they would have these in each room, right?
Yeah.
So, like, at the end of your stay, like, the maid comes in, and she's just like, whoop, picks up the bed, the Taurus, and, like, tosses it out the window into the swimming pool in the plaza below, instantaneously dissolves when it hits the water. And then they, like, siphon that shit back out, print you a new one, she pops a new one into the room.
Yeah.
And you're good to go for the next customer.
Now, the other thing about this vessel, this body vessel,
yes.
Taurus that we're making here.
A sleep Taurus.
What sort of scale you think we're working with on this? Because, like, I think if we went, like, when you said hotel room.
Well, it's got to be big enough for, like, the maid to pick it up and toss it out into the plaza and for it to go into the swimming pool.
It's got to be big enough for that?
Yeah, because you can't do that with, like, some little shit.
I'm wondering
so
if
I'm
we have
thinking, like,
we might have completely different images in our heads of this.
Okay, well, you don't want to be bending in the tube. Like, it's not going to be very restful if I've got to be bent into a C shape the whole time.
No, I get.
So,
well,
we got to have, like, a diameter of at least like 4 meters.
4 meters?
Yeah.
I was thinking this thing was like a tilt-a-whirl. Like 30 or 40 meters across.
Well, I said at least 4 meters.
Okay, but I'm saying this because, like, if you got that circle going too tight, dizziness is a factor.
And also the centrifugal force, you're going to, throw your organs out of your body.
That too, which is also just kind of a thing. Did we think about the centrifugal part?
Well, you bank it.
All right, well, here's the thing. I think if we were talking about it being tilt-a-whirl size, it's going to be a bit of a difficulty getting it into the average hotel room.
Getting the maid to throw it.
And that was where your vision and my vision didn't quite line up. You were just
the
thinking...
4 meter diameter thing is she can throw that, no problem.
No problem.
Tilt-a-whirl size thing. Yeah, that's gonna be a tough.
That's gonna be tricky.
Yeah.
So what do we do?
Well, then she's just got to come in with a hose. And there's a grate in the floor. And you just hose it down. It dissolves again instantly. Like candy floss, just when the water hits it.
Yep.
And it just drains right away. And then we 3D print it right there where it's going to go, the new one, because there's like armatures. And it's just like, and you're good.
I mean, I guess.
And that's why you got to use like ghee internally, because that way you don't have any degradation of the product until you're ready for it to be dissolved.
So let's do this, okay? Let's take this whole idea. The sexy ghee donut.
I love it.
All right, put a pin in that one.
You're always putting pins in.
I want there to be an opportunity here that you have a quick, like, 5-minute alternate pitch. When you were originally thinking of, let's reinvent the sleep process, is this what you dreamed? Because we've gone a little bit farther away from, like, the frozen Sylvester Stallone. Like,
well, we can bring him back into it.
You want to put him in the sexy ghee donut?
Yeah, well, you just get a frozen Sly in there. Now, it wouldn't be original Sly, but we can, like, as it 3D prints it, part of it is it prints out like a little Sylvester who watches over you as you sleep, and just like if you happen to stir in your slumber, you're like, what motion? I'm in a donut. What's it? And then you just open your eyes ever so slightly. You see Sylvester Stallone. He just like gives you like a little thumbs up.
He just kind of reassures you with some more mumbling, like, "Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It's
okay.
It'll be fine."
And then you're comforted.
He's just kind of like, "Hey, don't shh.
Yeah.
It's okay." So,
see, that's
okay.
why I think you have your sleep apnea issues. I mean, it's not that you're not in a donut. I mean, the donut would help.
It's that
the ghee would help.
Don't have a
the
slide.
porn would help. What you need is Sylvester Stallone.
I do. Maybe I could maybe just printing out a picture and hanging it by my bed.
Touch
yeah,
would fix your uvula right up.
Yeah.
He's got to touch your uvula.
I mean, I could probably let him do that if it makes a difference. I just gotta, they say that you should sleep with your mouth closed, but I would actually have to open it up so that he could finger my uvula.
The whole time.
And he's just watching me sleep like, I really want to go home, but I ain't here poking this man's dingly dang. I don't know why he's turning into Boomhauer. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Well, and he's just got to have his hand in your mouth for the whole 8 hours.
Why am I here?
And he's like on a little wheeled track along with you, because like you're going along the donut, and he's just like, he's not asleep. He can't be.
Him questioning why he's there in the first place is actually because he's perpetually disoriented from coming out of his frozen slumber himself. He's just thawing just enough.
Just enough to, like, have him be cognizant enough to hold on to your uvula for 8 hours, but not so much that he remembers that he's a movie star and he is free to leave.
I think this is golden. I mean, I was trying to let some other kind of thought creep in here, but we nailed this pretty early on, I think.
Yeah, no, sometimes it's like that.
What are you gonna do? What do we call this? What is the new word for bed?
Well, okay, we got a lot of concepts in here. We got the torus.
Yeah.
We got the ghee.
Yeah.
We got the
ghee. Okay, so it's ghee for the pajamad, and it is probably oil for
probably oil
for the nudist.
Yes, which is going to be most people, let's be honest. And we've got the 3D printing aspect. We've got it comes with Sylvester Stallone. Stallone.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. The Stallone. I want to sleep in the Stallone right now. I would be excited to sleep right now if I could do it in a Stallone.
Yes, that is absolutely. That's just basically all you have to do is have two syllables that kind of sound enough like each other that you can make a portmanteau, and then that's enough to make you want to do this.
I also kind of want to eat a Stallone.
I know. Damn. Incidentally, this podcast brought to you by Squarespace.
Mm-hmm.
Between love and madness lies Squarespace.
Uh-huh. So I got, you know what's great about you continually faking a sponsorship from Squarespace is that I'm going to follow up on what their like promotional requirements actually are to see, like, Squarespace is going to be the first choice, obviously. At this point, Squarespace
I'm already giving them so much free press.
Squarespace is first and last on my promotional tour.
Good.
So I think we're good with the Stallone nut. I definitely want to see some fan art of the Stallone nut. Please.
Yes, please draw the Stallone nut for the love of God.
Please draw us a Stallone nut. Draw us a picture of you sleeping in the Stallone nut comfortably while he fingers your uvula.
It has to. You have to be comfortably asleep. Like if you in your drawing even hint at discomfort, we will throw that fan art right in the garbage.
Disqualified.
You've got to be sleeping peacefully because that's the whole idea.
Yeah. So that is tweeted to higai show at twitter.com.
That is exactly how you do tweets.
Yes. It's actually the email structure, but don't do that.
That is absolutely correct.
You actually want to hit like Windows R and then run that and see what happens.
Now, what do I do if I'm on my smartphone?
Then you say, "Hey Siri," and then you do the next part. I would love it if me saying "Hey Siri" was playing over the speaker of someone's phone, and then it like stopped the podcast. and
Hey Siri,
and it was
set
like,
a reminder: assassinate the governor of Minnesota.
Oh no, Mason, that'll be on our hands.
Like everybody's phones just did that.
There's just like a mass Apple like robot assassination attempt on the governor of Minnesota. Is that what you said?
Ain't I a stinker?
That's what a romp. What a boner you just pulled.
I pulled all the boners.
And we're not pulling any boners here next week.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we're going to invent?
What are we going to invent next week? Please tell me.
I figured.
Please tell me.
We should.
Please.
Make.
I need it.
The best.
Oh God, I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it.
We're going to make the best.
Oh God. I'm so close.
Sex toy. I was trying to like maybe not do something sexy, but it's like that was all. It's just boner. We were at the boner place, and then all right. So anyway, we're gonna do sex toy next week, guys and gals, and everywhere in between. You all right there? Sorry, I made you jizz.
No, that wasn't jizz.
Wasn't out the front, huh?
No, I shit myself. I pooped.
And on that note, let's
the brown note.
Hey Mason, you ever think that maybe Mom was right?
that we ruined dinner.
Yeah, maybe we do.
My name is Mason Williams, otherwise known as Tailsteak.
I am Luke, also known as Lessashamed. You can follow us and stuff, but I don't know.
Suck Grimace's dick.
That was last week. That's not. Okay, sure. We can do it again.
Suck
Grimace's dick. Yep.
Okay. Bob.
Yep.
Okay. Bob.
Yep.
Okay. Bob.
Yep.
Okay. Like that?
Yep.
Headphones! Headphones! Headphones!
Hey, it sounds like you really could use some headphones.
I need them desperately.
That's too bad because you're ineligible for this great contest.
Shit!
Hey, about this contest, you want to know something about it? It has nothing to do with you.
Okay. It has nothing to do with me at all? Really?
I mean, I guess
like,
it
even
does.
If I were to go to higaishow.com/contest, you're telling me I couldn't sign up and win these headphones?
You actually, that's precisely what you could do if you were anyone other than yourself.
What if I used a fake name?
You can try. Please, would you actually, like, you could probably fuck me over if you did that. They are Oki Black Sport headphones. They are Bluetooth headphones.
Oh,
they could be.
I want them so bad.
They could be free.
They could
Just
be
for-
free for you,
just
the
for you.
listener, the person listening right now. These could be free for you.
If you are as excited about headphones as my brother just was just now, or even partially, that
Yeah.
probably sounds attractive. So do not wait. You can. The contest will end shortly. It's on the Blaze It Day.
Yes, the day for blazing dank nugs, which is of course April, which is the 4th month, 20th. That is the due day, April 20th. If you get in on this contest, you can win these things and put them on your skull.
higaishow.com/contest.
So good.
Check it.
Yes.